Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Where are we now? Oh, quite a few people are already here. Lieutenant Columbo's Glass Eye, Carl Foster, Stephen Foster, Paul Hoskin. Get the pass and go as quick as you can. Yeah, might be an idea there. Hello, Steady Eddie from Sweden. Del Boy, high five. John Mitch, good evening, John. Nice to hear from you. Andy's Adventures. Archie Westmoreland, Anthony Phillips, Jay Free, Glenn Wilson, John Fields. Hello to you all, guys. Great to see you here. It's 10 o'clock. It is Thursday, the 16th of December. Supposedly about 2.5 weeks, or well, less than 3 weeks anyway, before I'm due to fly to Thailand. Well, at least Kronenberg is reliable anyway. At least that's reliable. These are the smaller cans. Got them from Little's. Delayed Dave, Pie Bottle Baby, good evening. Devil's Den. I see Emirates have cancelled all flights from the UK. Really? I haven't heard about that one. Ben Bonnell. Pinball. Willie Wanker's here. We got some chocolate bars for me. Tintin, Shut on the Prawn, Redmondo, Dixie Enormous, Tony Grimer. Thailand will put England on the red list soon. Listen, don't be so negative and miserable. That's my job. I'm the grumpy old git tonight, believe me. Simon Goldbridge, what's the story, Ed? The story is that it's not looking good, is it? It is not looking good. Okay. Now, I'm due to go to Thailand in a couple of, within the next 3 weeks, beginning of January. And I was looking forward to it. I was really, really looking forward to it. If you look at videos of places like Pattaya and other places in Thailand right now, and of course the news that Cambodia is relaxing things, yeah, absolutely. It looks really good out there, but there's different stories going on. There's a story that's coming from Thailand, that looks fairly positive and things are opening. Well, that's not the way it's looking from here. It looks like they may be opening, but we may be closing. And I have a flight booked for Thailand in a few weeks' time. Now, it's all this hassle that goes with it that was putting me off. But you know what? I think I've got it all sorted. Yeah, I see. Yeah, basically, I'm looking at the chat here. Still happy, glad. He's still confident, Daddy. No, I'm not confident at all. Yeah, all good. Sense in. It looks like it's good to be the sausage. The only thing I don't know what that means. Listen. I'll just tell you where I'm at first of all. Got a flight booked within the next 3 weeks. A really, really good, very, very reasonable flight. I booked it a month or so ago, something like that. But I'm never really confident. But the last few days, it's been really, really quite bizarre. This Thailand pass, which was giving me a real headache, and all the stuff that goes with it. And the fact that I'm booked to be going out there for 3 months, so I'd need to sort out a 3-month visa. I finally, gradually think I've got everything sorted. No, I haven't got the Thailand pass yet. I haven't got it. What I've done is I've sort of taken it the easy way out. I've actually got in touch with a company that deals with all that. Quite a reputable company. Now, I can't say which company it is that is going to deal with all of that. For 2 reasons, really. Because how can I give a review? They haven't even got back. I only did it yesterday morning. And apparently they're going to get it all sorted. They're going to book a nice hotel. They're going to sort out the Thailand pass fares, other things, and get it all back to me within 7 days. Absolutely terrific. It includes the PCR test when I get there. It includes... it includes the transport from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel. Fantastic. Okay. It's terrific. And this company is very, very reputable. Very reputable. But I can't tell you what it is, simply because it hasn't been into swing yet. They haven't really done anything for me yet. So I can't really give it a review. I can only give it a review when I've gone through the process and gone to the hotel and come out of the hotel the other side, that's when I could actually give this company a review. They're actually doing it all for me, and I pay for them to do it all for me. The other reason I can't give the name out as companies that, you know, I hate to say this, but 99% of people who watch a live stream like this are really, really good people, good, sensible people. There's always going to be one dickhead out there somewhere who wants to throw a spanner in the works. So that's why I'm reluctant to. I'm really reluctant to reveal companies that I go with until it's it's all done and dusted. So. Daniel Kelly, good to hear from you. Charlie Tim, he's a flight to Bangkok on the 27th from London, but not confident. Looks like oh God Almighty, it's God Almighty. I read the British Airways have cancelled Thai flights until October 22. Yeah, a couple of other vloggers, messaged me yesterday to say they've had their BA flights cancelled. I'm not entirely sure that is because they know something that the rest of us don't know. There's doom and gloom lockdowns coming. It may be another reason. It may be the fact that they haven't paid what they should pay, because all of these airlines have been out of action for a while. Archie Westmoreland, it seems Laos and Vietnam banned us. Yeah, heard that. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that Laos and Vietnam are not a million miles away from Thailand and Cambodia. Anthony Cavalier, if your company, let's say Anthony Cavalier, Devil's Den, very happy France have banned, very happy France have banned us. No, let's ban those first. I reckon we should impose a ban on the dinghy. Just say, okay, dinghies, stop coming. Do you think that'll work? No, somehow I don't think it will. So what else? There's something else I want to mention, which I'm bloody annoyed at. Really, really annoyed at. But the reason that I opted to do this package is that it was actually really, really simple to get in touch with them. With this company, you send a photocopy of your passport, a JPEG or whatever of your passport, your vaccine certificate, and your flight details. Fill in a quick form, pay your money. Bob Shiroka. Now, you've got to understand, I mean, some people will say, well, it's a bit of a cop-out. It's the easy way out, getting a company to do it. I'm not from the computer generation. I'm not from the digital generation. You don't have to go back that many years before I didn't even bother with the internet. I'm still quite a newcomer to it. And basically, my channel is a travel channel. It's a channel telling people about travel and the fun of travel. It's not a channel where I'm telling you how to bloody do online forms and all that. That's not really part of it for me. No, yesterday when I did this, I looked at the reviews for this company, and some of them said that it's really, really good. There's only one problem with it: they are late in getting your results back to you. Now, this disturbed me a bit because I'm going in less than 3 weeks' time, and somebody said that it can take 3 weeks for them to actually get all your stuff back. I don't want to be. I want peace of mind. I want peace of mind. I want to know that it's back. So I messaged these people. I said, listen, if I do this today and pay my money, will you get the results and everything back to me within 7 days? And they messaged me back and said, yeah, it will be back within 7 days. Okay. Well, I'm going to hold on to that. So that was my biggest worry yesterday when I paid my money for this package, this hotel Thailand Pass PCR package. That was my biggest worry. Will they get the results back to me in time? But then my biggest worry was quickly superseded by something else. It's actually the biggest worry about whether I'm going to be going or not, because just look what's happening right now. Just look what the news is terrible. I mean, you watching this, where are you right now? Are you in America or Australia? It's probably pretty bad. The news is pretty bad with this onion variant. But right here in the UK, it's not bad. It's really, really dreadful. It really, really is dreadful. Yesterday was the highest recorded number of cases until today, of this antivirus. And I'm just expecting that pretty soon they're going to lock us down. They've already locked down some things. And if they do, then what they will do is they'll close the airports, because that's what they did last time. No one's going anywhere. My biggest fear yesterday morning when I booked this for this company to take care of all my stuff. My biggest fear was whether they were going to get it back to me in good time. Now my biggest fear is whether we're going to get locked down or not, and they're going to close the airports. That's my biggest fear. Let's see. Yeah, bottle baby. Yeah, this package includes the insurance as well. It really, I'll go on about the price in a minute. Let's see. Tell boy K. Harold Batterson. Ed, please can have a hell yeah. You can have it with style, Harold. Hell yeah. Okay. I hope that's good enough for you. Carl Foster. Had to get there by cargo ship, 6 weeks each way. Daniel Mills. Eddie, the government are totally overreacting. On any day over the winter, 300 people will die of flu. One person has died of onions with no information prior on their medical conditions. Tiller Hertz, I work for BA. I'll have to find it out. They just cancelled, haven't they? I think the people who booked BA, British Airways flights, direct flights, and they're not easy to come by in this current situation. I think they were really, really happy. They, good price and all that. Well, it's the carpet is being pulled up. Expect anything to happen. Expect anything to happen. Yogi Bear. Let me just read something from James Scott first of all. 2 days before I was to leave, my wife had a stroke. Now I'm caring for her until spring. Well, good for you, mate. Best of luck to it, I say. That can happen to any of us, okay? Best of luck. I hope she recovers well. Yogi Bear, my heart goes out to the people of the Philippines. It's been hit by a Cat 5 typhoon. No one's having a good time right now, man. Simon Anderson, I hope you get to Thailand, Eddie. I do as well. Pi Thailand bound is up in the air as we speak. Yes, I believe. Well, yeah. So he's obviously got through his PCR test at Heathrow Airport, or he's probably done it before then. Good for him. Good for Thailand bound. I hope he's. And to be honest with you, I wish I was going now because I think in 3 weeks' time things could be very, very different. Let's see, Liam, just back from 3 weeks in Thailand. Don't panic. All will be fine. Mate, just a couple of days ago, it didn't seem that bad, but the news the last couple of days has just been awful. I'm trying to be realistic. Paul Hoskin had my boost on Wednesday. Delicious. Yeah, okay. Kev Closter, parachute into Thailand. Job done. Jack beats BA who said to Thailand, we're not being. Yeah, all right, whatever. Dixie Norms, rather being locked down with a spinning on my lap than a 20-stone heifer. Get your ass to Thailand, okay? Sorry, Hollywood, stop worrying, Ed. Everything will be okay. Dennis Maloney, Eddie, you're coughing. I think you could have a dose of it. Well, it wouldn't be the first time I've had a dose. Oh, you're talking about a cough, yeah. Okay, bottle baby, cargo ship, good vibes. Yellow Hub, you're a good man. I hope you keep happy. Okay, so basically, all right, okay. I'm going to talk about the other bit that made me bloody angry the other day. I've now got everything booked. I've got everything booked. I've got my flight booked, the package, even though they haven't got it back to me, the Thailand pass. I mean, it seems to be fairly good. So I've paid my money for it. Now, the Thailand pass, sorry, not the Thailand pass, this company that I'm employed, they've got a nice hotel, the transport from the airport to the hotel, the PCR test when you get there, the insurance for the outsiders, that's all included, and also they do the Thai pass for you and all that. So it's really quite a package. And I actually thought that was reasonably priced overall because all of that came in at about £220, 220 UK pounds. I paid for all of that complete package. I actually thought that was not bad when you consider the price of those bloody PCR tests, right? Now, the thing that was doing my head in more than anything was the idea of getting this within 72 hours of flying PCR test. I mean, it's as if things aren't stressful to get this PCR test. And I eventually decided that the only way to do it really is to do it like I did before I went to Greece a few months back, is to get it done at the airport, right? And you've got to have plenty of time, at the airport for them to deliver the stuff back to you. But I've actually paid for an express one back within 3 hours, not at the airport, but very, very close to the airport, close to Heathrow Airport. Paid for it. It was easy to pay for it. I booked in a Cyprus to get my PCR test. This didn't they shove up your nose, send you an email a few hours later to say that you're clear or you're not clear. Okay. And this PCR test, the RT PCR test, by the way, it's, where the all the RT stuff came from. I think they make these names up as they go along, personally. But I booked the PCR test at the airport on the day, a nice comfortable amount of hours before I'm due to fly. And it came in at the knockdown, super duper, mega pop-tastic bargain price of £199. Yeah, 200 quid basically. 200 quid for them to shove this bloody thing up your nose and decide whether you're positive on 200 bloody quid, for Christ's sake. What a con! Someone's making money out of all of this. I mean, how many of these things are we gonna have? Jesus Christ! I mean, it's 200 quid for that, and that's why I'm not complaining about the package. If the package all comes through well, 220 quid. Yeah, look what I'm getting for 220 quid, and look what I got there for. What I'm going to get for 200 quid. Jesus Christ! I'm not in a good mood. Not in a good mood, at the moment. Bottle baby, I like doing it myself. There's nothing wrong with that, mate. Just think of it as sex with someone you love. Okay, Stephen O'Connor, just gone 5 a.m. here. Okay, so you're 7 hours ahead of us, okay? Stephen O'Connor in Phnom Penh. The girls in Phnom Penh are praying for the return of you. Hope all goes well and you get on that flight to paradise. I hope so too, man. I hope so too. It's been a long time since I was there, but they remember, these girls, they remember you so well. They remember from 1 year to the next, they remember you so well. The lovely Cambodian girls are wonderful. They're such wonderful girls. They are. They really, really, really are. And I'd love to see them again. I really, really would. Nice to hear from you, Steve. Anyway, Juan Carlos, lots of munters out there. Delboy K, there's talk of Thailand opening up the Lao and Cambodian borders. There's talk of Thailand opening the Lao and Cambodian to ties, because, I mean, as I understand, there's UK people there, that'd be interesting if they're opening the Cambodian borders, wouldn't it? I actually like border crossing, but God knows. At least my Cronenberg's going down well. So let's have a look at the chat. Jeffrey Wood, good evening, Eddie. I'm off to Kenya on the 27th, a 3-week beach and safari hole. Plenty of beautiful girls, hotel prices slashed. So I'm off soon. Have you been there? No, I've not been to Kenya. A 3-week beach and safari holiday. It sounds lovely. I mean, apparently it's quite a spectacular country. The only African country I've been to was one that neighbours that, and that was Ethiopia. I spent a month traveling through Ethiopia once, and I had some really good things and some not so good things about it. Quay Rico, have you gotten the vaccines steady, Eddie? I've had three, mate. I've had my first one, my second one, and my booster. I've had all three. I've been a good boy. I've done all that I'm recommended to do. I've had my vaccines and my booster, and I'm still bloody worried about whether I'm going to be allowed to travel. And I still have to pay a fortune for bloody PCR tests. So something that doesn't seem right. Fat Boy Slim, doom and gloom, things the end of travel. Okay. So I've just about booked all that. I said the final piece of the jigsaw of booking, I'm not going to go into details about my visa just yet. My Thai visa. I'll tell you about that. Some of the time, but it's all fairly secure. The final piece of the jigsaw for me was when I woke up this morning. I thought, what is there left for me to do? Bearing in mind, it's about what is it? It's about 2.5 weeks, something like that, before I'm due to fly out. The final piece of the jigsaw was the amazingly simple one, the cozy one, of booking my National Express coach from where I live to Heathrow Airport. That's but a coach of about 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours, something like that. It's a doddle. Very, very easy. Heathrow's very easy to get to for me. I don't mind, 4.5 or 5 hour coach journey, not a problem. So, I booked my National Express coach here in Heathrow Airport. But even as I was booking that, the news of what's happened disturbs me so much. As I was booking it, it's in my mind, is anything worth booking now? But I booked my coach here. I booked all about all my Maxines, and I booked all, and I should. I should book, and I should be punching the air. I should be counting the days, the minutes. I should be excited, but I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm a bloody miserable sin right now. You can call me a miserable git or whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just trying to be real. I'm actually feeling pessimistic about all this. I mean, with the cases of this onion variant going up all the time, I think it's only a matter of time that maybe Thailand or other countries. I mean, well, France has put us on the banned list. Vietnam, Laos, other countries. Thailand. If things get out of hand, then it looks like it's looking that way. I think we may be put on the red list, and we won't be allowed to. I think we could be locked down, and I think if they do, they'll close the airports. I think within a couple of weeks, it's quite possible no one's going anywhere. Now, I can't be cheerful about that. Devil's Den. What you've sent the company is only what you needed to send the TypePass website. Yeah, and I do know that probably, but I was scanning the internet for. I was scanning the internet for a decent hotel, and on Booking.com, and it wasn't really. I had to cancel one hotel simply because it was a reasonably priced hotel. And it was a Share Plus hotel, but the communication was quite poor. And they weren't telling me whether they were going to pick me up at the airport or not. These are exceptional insurance. And these are exceptional circumstances right now. And also, and I just couldn't be bothered. I actually thought for the 220 quid package, I thought, it's probably worth just paying it. I simply haven't got the time to be, doing all the bits and pieces online. I mean, this package includes the hotel, the travel to and from the airport, a bit of food thrown in, bed and breakfast, whatever it is. The PCR test necessary when you get there, and the insurance, and they do the type password. I thought it's better for the 220 quid. I thought it's better just pay the money and let them do it. And if it comes back well, then fine, that'll be money well spent. It's the bloody 200 quid for that PCR test at Heathrow Airport that I'm pissed off about. Cyril Denham, how did you find this company? It was recommended to me. It's quite a well-known one. It features on gets good reviews on TripAdvisor. Stephen O'Connor, no, I'm getting someone else to do it for you. As you say, it's peace of mind in paying for people who know what to do, doing it for you. Yeah, fine. And if they can get it back to me in 7 days, great. I actually thought the hotel looks nice. So I actually thought the 220 quid for the whole package of insurance and all the other stuff, I thought that was quite reasonable. And I'm working. I work. I go out and live, and sometimes there's certain things I simply don't have the time for. I'm piddling about, with JPEGs and forms. I just don't have the time for a lot of that. Thailand backpacker. I was holding off on travel for now. More restrictions coming. I'll boot, mate. I'll boot. Fatboy Slim, nobody is going away soon. The lockdown on its way. Kevin Moran, evening Eddie, going to Phuket on Monday, I hope. Well, best of luck to you, mate. So another thing, why I was worried about whether they'll get that, that company will get all the info back to me within 7 days, is that right now at this moment in time, this is the peak of the peak of the peak season. This is about as peak as Thailand gets now, coming up to a couple of weeks, coming up to Christmas. So they've probably got inundated with a lot of, a lot of customers right now. But, they messaged me to say they'll get it back. That was the thing I was worried about. Will they get it back, in significant time for me to stop worrying about it? That's what I was worried about yesterday. Today, I'm worrying about whether we're going to get locked down. Wolves View. Whatever happens here first seems to happen later, sadly, in Thailand. Yeah. Bottle baby political now, nothing to do with health. James Cup. That's got to go down as the most vulgar comment of the night there. As long as it's after the 28th of December, I'm away then. Well, I don't know. Look at the way things are going. The news is dreadful right now. It's terrible. Jack, they reckon the parsnips variant's next. Okay. What are we going to have after that? The Cronenberg variant. El Trivko, how did he count the case? Always a mystery. Jamie L. Life is over. We will get this every year to the new variant. This is over. This is 2 years now, isn't it? This is 2 years, and it's looking worse than ever. I know I'm being a miserable bastard here. I know I'm being a miserable, and I will admit, I don't mind sharing this with you. I don't mind sharing. Today, I have felt depressed today. I have felt really, 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 really depressed. Really, really depressed. I can't put it more than that. I'm worrying about all this crap that's going on. I really want to get abroad, and I want to get out to Thailand and hopefully Cambodia as well, and enjoy the sun and enjoy life, and make videos and have fun and make videos and build up my YouTube channel. I'll mention again what I said the other day is that people like myself, who've been ostracized from these countries for the last couple of years, people who have YouTube channels. I built up my YouTube channel, significantly. And there's always the fear that when we eventually get back out there, will people remember us? Well, a lot of those subscribers, still be on the list, but not really active anymore. Of course, that's a worry. Well, I think I had that answer a couple of weeks ago. To be honest with you, I made a video which is not really the most inspired video. A fairly, a fairly ordinary video with old footage where I discussed, is Cambodia a good alternative to Thailand? I told people, what I basically know about the place as well I could, and that video has now got 52,000 views. That video's done really, really. That's done well. It just goes to show that there's still, I still have an audience out there, and there are still people. If I make good videos, people will watch them. I want to get out there, and I really want to give it my all with my YouTube channel and build it up. I like my YouTube channel. I like the creativity of it. I also like the glorious weather in that part of the world. I love the lovely ladies. I like the food. I like the people. What's the other? I'm going to be bloody stuck here. Am I going to be stuck here in depressing lockdown UK in January, February, March? Pandemic. Pandemic of the unvaccinated. Using a reputed agent is a good thing. There'll be no lockdowns. The country can't afford it. I think there's a strong possibility they'll close the airports here, personally. But even if they don't, then those other Thailand might decide that they don't want us. They're not going to let us in. We're too high risk. There's a lot of things that can happen. Oh, oh, let's see. Dutch Farang. Somebody sent me a super chat, by the way. I didn't actually see who that was. I think I'm well. I think I've been. I think I'm well behind it. Thanks for that super chat, whoever that was. Anyway, Jesus, I'm waffling so much here. I'm going to go back with the chat anyway, and I will come out to you, sooner or later. Darren's here. Good evening, Darren. Nice to hear from you. Harold Betton. Harold Betterson, 200 quid would have been better spent on a soapy and a long time. Harold Betterson, this is what I was thinking. Cheekiest bastard. I know it's a PCR within 3 hours, But for Christ, 200 bloody quid. That's what I was doing. How many dirty... I could have had half a dozen dirty massages for that. But then if I hadn't ever paid those 200 quid, I wouldn't be able to get out there to have those massages. Let's see. Johnny B, nice to hear from you. Dutch Farang, I've heard people submitting today get instant responded. People from 2 weeks ago still waiting, getting 12 days before departure, Thailand pass. Mr. J, if you get antivirus, PCR test positive for 90 days after. Really? David R, what's up, Ed? I think we've already discussed it, David, haven't we? Nice to see David on the show the other night. Anyway, with his Russian hat, it's quite funny. We'll be back on. He's very interesting guy. Tonight, I don't think I'll be having any guests on tonight. I think it's 433 people in the chat. Jesus Christ Almighty, that's crept up. Is word got out or something that you got to see this. There's the most miserable bastard on YouTube is doing a live stream right now. You want to see this man? He's close to tears. Everyone turn up, just to see him have a breakdown on live YouTube. Yeah, it's possible. 434 people. Cheers anyway. Cheers. Good to hear from you. Well, at least that's cheered me up. Well, Mark, let me just say, because of that video that I made the other week, and I've made many videos in recent times, I think I've gained about 500 subscribers in the last couple of weeks. So somebody made a sly comment the other day about, you're losing subscribers. No, I'm bloody not. I've gained 500 in the last couple of weeks. So to those people who recently subscribed to this channel, a big welcome. Come on, I know I'm being miserable here, but I'm really being realistic. I'm worried, and I'm sharing it with you. I'm sharing the fact that I'm very, very worried, and I am feeling negative. I am feeling pessimistic right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I've got everything booked now. I've paid me money. I'll be ready to go in about 2.5 weeks' time, but I'm worried as hell. But if I can get out there, I'll celebrate when I leave the hotel in Bangkok, even when I leave the hotel in Bangkok in a few weeks' time. And I promise I'll give it me all. I will give you all the information that I possibly can. I'll work hard to make videos and bring information on travel or what's happening and everything. But right now I'm really, really down in the dumps. Paul Hoskin, I was looking forward to eating the Bar Girl's sticky toffee pudding. Sounds lovely, that, Paul. Rusty Lip, best of luck, Ed. Cheers, mate. If you're Martin Walden, if your trip plans don't work out, there are always those hot brick bits. Yeah, which ones are you talking about? The bloody the fat turkeys down at the social club. The tiller hurts, no, mate. David, caution, Eddie. Landudno Pontons, it is then. Let's see. Citrus lemon 64. I haven't heard this before, mate. But is this your news? Citrus lemon 64. Reports in Thailand say announcements in the next few days regarding UK. Expected 10 days quarantine mandatory. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that. But maybe perhaps you've just heard that. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. As for Thailand making, well, they're watching our news. They know what's happening here. In Thailand, they know what's happening in the UK. And every time I switch the news, it's just looking worse and worse. David, Thailand could ban UK and USA easily. Well, I think Vietnam have. Well, let's see. 456 people. 456 people in the chat. Good evening. Nice to hear from you. Seems to me the more miserable and bloody and depressing I get, the more people start watching. I think I'll have to remember this. Martin Ryder, it's nice to hear from you. Prestaton Pearl Caravan site awaits. Okay, thanks for that, man. Always nice to hear from you, man. Martin is always great information, great info. Well travelled, he knows his stuff. Yogi Bear, Ed, if you can, I will bring you forward and get the Phuket out of it. I would get to Cambodia. I think you have to get to Thailand before you get to Cambodia, don't you? I mean, I don't know. I think that's the way it is. You can get internal flights quite easily from Bangkok to Phnom Penh. You can do it's quite easy at a very reasonable price as well. Carl Foster has John Prescott had two jabs. Oh, two jags. Yeah, there's a joke there about him. They called him two jags, didn't they? Yeah, didn't it? John Prescott, famously had two jags, the cars, yeah, and then he had an affair, and someone called him two shags or whatever, something like that. Alan Hunter, if you're transit, check the documents requirements. Each day the country, they change each day. Be careful. Yeah. Chris H. Someone else has just sent me a super chat. Thanks for that. Anyway, and thanks for the first one as well. I haven't got to, I've fallen. Well, I've fallen well behind everything. Alan Hunter, Eddie Tanton, Chris H. Long quarantine is more likely than total travel ban. I don't like the sound. I wouldn't like a long quarantine, but it's. I don't like a long quarantine, but I suppose it's better than a total travel ban. Thailand backpacker. In Thailand would be locked down. Thailand bound. How are you then, Peter? Nice to hear from you. Hi all. I had a wild night in Soi 4 last night. Okay, Peter. So you've made it to Thailand then. Peter's been on this show and I've been on his show, Thailand Bound. Terrific channel. You all know him. And he's got to Thailand and he's had a wild night in Soi 4. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Okay, I'm really pleased for you. I'm really pleased for you. Hopefully you'll have a nice couple of weeks. No, this is the thing you see. Another thing that's worth mentioning is that let's say they don't lock us down here in the UK. They don't close the airports. Let's say I and other people can get out to Thailand next month. Okay, let's say we can get out there. This onion variant isn't going to go away anytime soon. It seems to be getting worse, not just in England. It's getting worse in other countries. And what happens if we finally do get out there? And then the whole place bloody locks down, and all the bars close again. We're not out the woods yet. Now I know I'm not making any excuses for being negative and miserable here. I'm simply, if there was things to be cheerful about, then I'd be cheerful. But I can only just tell you the way that I'm feeling. And if people think this guy's a miserable bastard, well then you're probably right. But I'm worried. Chiang Noi, they cancelled Big Fat Bestie's flights. Yes, they did. He was big with British Airways. He was not happy about it at all. Don't blame him. Wolves View. Told you before. I'm working on a testing site, and the company's extended the contract until January 2023. I mean, they don't want us going anywhere easily. Someone's making money, aren't they? Someone's making money. 200 bloody quid for this little bloody straw that they shove up your nose. 200 quid. What one of many, by the way. Thailand bound. Bangkok is almost back to normal. That's good to hear. Let's hope it stays that way, mate. Let's hope it stays that way. Anthony Phillips. Ed, have you seen the Get Back documentary yet? That will cheer you up. No, I haven't actually. I think there's a really rather good series is it on the Disney Channel about the Beatles, and I'm sure that will be. I'd like to see that. I really would like to see that, but I think that's all well documented right now. The way things are going with my haircut, it's going to end up looking like a bloody Beatle cut. A couple of people have mentioned that I haven't had my hair cut for a while. I don't care. I don't care. You know, I think a haircut, my hair getting out of shape is the least of my worries right now. I really do. I think I might just go on a hair strike, not a hunger strike. I might go on a hair strike. I might just refuse to have my hair cut until I can get out of Thailand. The way that's working, I'll probably end up looking like a bloody hippie. Dan, cases are increasing rapidly in Australia. My trip in January, who knows? Yeah, my trip in January, who knows? Carl Mount, it's out of our hands. So many problems now. Wanted to go Thai after Songkran. Wondered if it might be 2023 now. We can't keep putting things off. We can't keep putting. I'm even starting to think, you know, if it goes pear-shaped and we lock down and I can't get out there this winter, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to my YouTube channel? What do we do with it? I can't simply go on doing live streams and you know, and I can't simply go, because that's not why I created this YouTube channel. I created this YouTube channel to make videos from the places that I, you know, in Southeast Asia, and, you know, reporting what's going on there and making videos and having a bit of fun and entertaining people and making people laugh or giving a bit of information. You know, I can't just sit in the bloody UK forever, just you know, talking about it. Ugh. Billy Shears, another Beatles reference here, scant consolation for you. I know, but eventually, things eventually will get back to normal. Eventually, I'll be dead eventually. I will be, you know, Jesus Christ, at my age. I'm going to be 60 next year, by the way. The big 60 next year. Only not that many months away. And I want the whole of 2022 to be my 60th birthday. I'm not having a birthday just one day. I want the whole year of 2022 to be my 60th birthday. Well, you know, I wanted to start in the first few days of 2022 when I'm on an airplane to Bangkok. Oh. High five. The lockdowns don't work. They all know that now. David, if they had a show, they must pick you up. I had to cancel on Booking.com, which I've used. You know, that's the one that I use. I actually canceled the hotel simply because they refused to confirm, you know, my request that I wasn't picking up, and it's you know, it wasn't good. It was a good value hotel. It was about 40 quid for the night, but it was poor communication. So I cancelled it. I didn't have to pay anything because that's another thing, by the way. That is another thing. If you are doing this, you've got to book your first night's hotel in the Sharp Plus. You've got to actually pay for it. I don't think it's enough to book it. I think you actually have to pay for it and show the receipt as well in your time past. This is how I know. I'm just glad that I've got in touch with that you know, that company anyway, and they, you know, hopefully they'll get the results back to me soon. Thailand bound, get over there, Ed. It's great. I'm trying to, Peter. I'm trying to. I'm really glad that, you know, you're having a good time over there. I'm glad. It must be about What is it now? Is it about 5 o'clock in the morning? Something like that over there. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Good for you. Tintin, government just keep going as long as people keep coughing up money and going along with 2 years now. 2 jabs and you're free. Best lie ever told. Andrew Jones. And Andrew Jones, £220 for one night in Bangkok. It's well, I wouldn't normally pay £220, but this is there's a lot to this £220, a lot to it, a hell of a lot to it, including the work that's gone in. And if they can get it back to me, I've already paid for the £220, and I will not begrudge it because it looks like a good package. Probably not the best value one, but it looks good, reputable company, and £220 for that whole package, compared to 200 quid for one bloody thing up your nose, No, I don't mind paying for that at all. If it makes things easier. Let's see. There's no lockdowns in South Africa. Why would the UK have such a different reaction to the onion? God knows. Just Dave, 22 million boosted. There's no justification for a lockdown. Someone else sent me a super chat there. I haven't. Is that Damon? Is that Damon? I recognise that face. Funnily enough, I think that's Damon. That is. I'm gonna skip through. I'm going to skip through right through this chat here. Damon has sent a super chat there. PCR test should be free. PCR test should be free. I'll show that one there. I'm still getting used to this StreamYards thing. Damon, thanks for that anyway. I think it should be free for free. I've had two vaccines and a booster, which was it's not free because it's included in my mask. I pay for national health. I've had two vaccines and a booster, which didn't cost me money on the day. But this bloody PCR, one of many, 200, that's disgusting, bloody disgusting. But thanks for that super chat anyway, mate. Anyway, nice to hear from you, mate. Okay, the teaching info, and thank you for those other people who sent a super chat as well. I missed you simply because I was so bloody distraught and waffling on. Paul Hoskin, I was hoping to see the bar girls sat on their fannies. You're a dirty bugger, you are, Paul. But I like you. Okay. The teaching info, can't see if I go to Wales for 3 weeks. What a wonderful idea. Carl, man, we're all so depressed. There were 464 people in the chat. 464 people watching a man drinking a Kronenberg, acting like a totally miserable git. A guy who has actually paid for his flight to the land of smiles, is paid for his PCR tests, and is paid for the company to sort out his Thailand pass and his hotel, is even paid for his National Express coach ticket, from the southwest all the way to Heathrow Airport. A man who's paid his way, he's paid his money, and is raring to go, and yet is feeling like a miserable bloody wreck right now. Ulfric Storm will keep your hopes up, Edward. I'm trying to. Thailand bound, don't worry, just get out there. If it was that simple, Peter would. Good, well done for you getting out there. I don't know if you're aware of this, Peter. I don't know if you're aware of this, but in the last couple of days, you may not have watched the news in England in the last couple of days, but it's dreadful. It's really not looking good at all. Let's see. The Crag 777. I had it back in February 2020. I'm applying for my retirement visa in country, and then I think you mean 2022, and then disappear in no country. Okay, you need to see Uden, Tani, and Karat. Hard Tulip. Thailand ban. When do you arrive? Are you confident about getting back to the UK? Yeah, that's another thing. That is another thing that you do need to consider. You know, not trying to worry anyone, but getting back to the UK, you know, I know a few people who got stranded last time for months. Robert Kiefer, you're being miserable. Yeah, I know. This variant will not slow the reopening of Thailand. Lee James, Gale's £100 now. Jesus Christ, that's expensive. Let's see. I feel you. That witty guy, Phil Roberts. Oh no, he's not talking to me. He's talking to somebody else there. Simon Eyes 41. That witty guy is predicting. After he said he's talking about Christmas, is predicting at least another 18 months of this pandemic. At least another 18 months. I mean, would you ever have believed it would have gone on for 2 years? Would you ever have believed that? Would you ever have believed that? I wouldn't have, I wouldn't have thought so. Another 18 months, I don't know. Could be another 10 years, could be forever. 472 people in the chat. Well, this is good. The more miserable I get, since there's the more people I get. Let's see. 475 people in the chat. Another 25 people to go. Before I hit 500. It'd be nice to hit 500 anyway. Listen, for all you 475 people, some of you people, get on the phone, get on the phone to your friends. Go and tell them there's this miserable bastard on YouTube right now called Ed Sweeney, and he's depressing everyone. So go and tell them to get on board. I need to get to 500. Jamie L, I can really see it as you're down. We missed the travel videos like the streams and effort. I need to get out of Southeast Asia because I'm up to 39,000 subscribers now, over 10 million views on YouTube, and the people who subscribed and watched the videos to this channel did so because I promised to tell as it is. I'm a truthful guy. I tell it like it is. Info about Southeast Asia. I mean, there wasn't that much between my channel actually gaining ground and actually being hit by the pandemic. It was probably about not that long, really. It's less than 2 years between my channel gaining ground and actually being hit by the pandemic. And now it's almost 2 years that I've been cast out in the wilderness. I need to get back to making videos. I like my YouTube channel. It's proved to be quite popular. I need to get back out to Southeast Asia and start making videos again. I really, really do. Andrew Johnson, thank you for that super chat. Where are you, Andrew? I haven't. Let's see. What have we got here? Pat Keys, thank you for that super chat. Let's see. Where's Andrew Johnson? Where is I? Let's see. I'll come to you in a minute, Andrew. Anyway, let me just say, Andrew Johnson will put us all to shame. He will put us all to shame. In the time that I've waffled on and banged on about traveling to Thailand, Andrew's been there twice, 3 months at a time, and he has a lovely girlfriend on. He has a lovely girlfriend out there as well. Good for them. Well done. Thanks for that anyway, Andrew. Really do appreciate that. Nice to hear from you, mate. Let's see. Michael Kirsten in Denmark, the PCR tests are free. Why are they here? Why are they not here? I mean, PCR, Jesus, I know I'm getting an express one, an express within 3 hours. Within 3 hours. Heathrow Airport. I mean, this was pissing me off because this is New Year. I'm talking about. This is going to be New Year, and it's not easy to book an appointment anywhere. But I've gone at the airport. I've done a similar thing at Stansted Airport a few months back, and it actually worked out quite well. But for an express, when you 200 bloody quid, that just takes the piss. That does. That really, really does. It really does. Mark Ollig, nice to hear from you, Mark. Really, really good to hear from you. Hope all's well, mate. You're in Minnesota, and it must be cold there now. I love that movie Fargo. You know, that fantastic. And that's set in Minnesota. I love that series Fargo as well. But nice to hear from you, mate. I hope all's well. Mark Alec, I heard the Queen cancelled Christmas. Has the Queen cancelled Christmas? Perhaps she's too worried about her favourite son, really, to be enjoying herself. That's a good little court case going on, wasn't it? Ghislaine, up in court. You know, that's interesting. I must admit, you know, we do in this country. Us lower class people do gain satisfaction from watching these bloody rich and famous people being, you know, these privileged people from being brought to justice. And that's all I'll say about that. Mark Alec, I hear the Queen cancelled Christmas. Okay, well, she's cancelled Christmas, then you know what's going to happen, don't you? That just means that on Christmas Day at 3 o'clock, I'm going to have to do the alternative Christmas speech. That's what I'm going to have to do on Christmas Day. Okay? So don't be surprised on Christmas Day if I suddenly appear with my crown on and my red robe. You know, how does it go? How does the Queen's Christmas Day speech? My husband and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Except my husband is no longer with us. He ran out of people on earth to insult, so he's now gone to heaven to insult the angels. My husband offended just about everybody. Oh, Jesus Christ. He did. I'm sorry to say to him, I don't want to sound unpatriotic, but that man bloody offended. That man said, in the 1980s, when there was the deepest recession in this country and people in cities like Liverpool couldn't get work anywhere, people were unemployed because there was no work around. What was his royal smugglers? What was his comment on it? His royal smugglers' comment was on a radio show. I don't know what unemployed people are complaining about. They've got so much leisure time. You know, they should consider themselves lucky. Yeah. Bloody typical. Okay. Martin Ryder, a massage that does not have at least a happy end. It does not count as a proper massage, according to CNN's massage school Bangkok. A happy end. Do you know something? When you tell people about a dirty massage, you know, in Pattaya and in Bangkok, you know, you get people who've never ever been there. They say, "Listen, Ed. Listen, Ed. You know, when you say a dirty massage, does it include a happy ending? Does it?" A happy end, that's only the bloody beginning. That begins with a happy end, and it's the works. The actual works. That's what it is. Why do you think I loved him so much? Billy shares all the £200 charges for PCR tests have gone towards this year's Conservative Christmas party celebration. That wouldn't bloody surprise me. Someone's making money out of it. Let's see. Keep the goal, Faith. Bobby Crust. Yeah, he's got Christmas orders. Tampa Things, come on, all lads. Eddie having a breakdown live on YouTube. Lee Clark, I'm presuming you're not going anywhere, Eddie. Well, you know, I've got a nice flight booked to Thailand and booked all the other stuff and all that. But as for going anywhere, I don't know. Doesn't look like it right now. John Rhodes, stop worrying, Ed. I'll stop worrying when I step out of the hotel in Bangkok and be told that I'm free to go. That's when I'll stop worrying. I'm being realistic, mate. I'm being realistic. Someone else sent me a super chat there to cheer me up. Thank you for that. Nick T, stay positive, Eddie. In a fortnight, you'll be a monster. Simon Goldbridge, apparently those big bone mares need the 1-2 buckle me shoe. Okay, let's see. Titch, I'm due to leave Heathrow on Boxing Day. It looks like I won't be going either, but fingers crossed. We can only hope, mate. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to us all. Tintin, you can just fly unmaxed and do 10 days quarantine. Okay, so do we think that Thailand will? Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to tempt fate. I'm not going to say like then they'll bring back the full 10-day or 2-week quarantine. I'm not going to tempt it. Martin Ryder, Francis Hyatt. No, sorry. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's get that off. Let's get that off. didn't mean to press that one. Martin Ryder, Francis Hyatt, onion rates, but they are stopping us. They're stopping us. Okay. Absolutely. I'm going to send all the onions over on the bloody dinghies. Bobby Crush, do not travel. Well, I may as well not have a life. I'm not traveling. I may as well not have a life. I'll tell you what, there's 455 people in the chat. We've been on for an hour now. I've waffled on. There's only a little bit more to go, but I'll tell you what have we got now? It's long overdue. It's long overdue. It's squeaky door time. Back in the mo. Oh, okay. I'm back. Okay, let's get back to the comments. What have I missed? Listen, if I've missed anyone who sent a super chat tonight, if I've missed anyone, then a big thanks anyway, because the chat's been moving really quite fast, and I'm not at my normal self. I don't claim I'm not at my normal self right now. Really not. There we go. If only everything in life was as reliable as Cronenberg. Didn't the commercial used to say that about Volkswagen? If only everything was as reliable as a Volkswagen. I think they should say about Cronenberg. It's something that never ever lets you down. Oh, lovely stuff. Let's see. Thailand bound is crazy. It's all back to normal here, nearly. Well, good for you. Well, I wish I was there, mate. Stephen Foster, it's you or Pornhub. Okay. You don't bash the bishop to my live streams, do you? You don't, do you? Here's a sad story. The Craig 777 Hunby, our neighbour's family are in a similar situation. He went back to Australia for a cardiac procedure, and the lockdown hit in 2020. He's not seen his kids in IRL for 2.5 years. That's dreadful. That's dreadful. Bottle babies, what everyone is feeling, you're just vocalising this. Okay, thank you. Mark Wright, Ed, you should have stayed 2 years ago, mate. I wouldn't want to stay in any place. I wouldn't want to be stranded anywhere. I wouldn't want to stay in any country against me. I'd go to another country to have fun. I mean, I know people who were stranded in Thailand and the Philippines for many months. Like me, they're self-employed. They missed out on work and they weren't having fun. They weren't having fun at all. People in Thailand, what you see now, I mean, what you see now is, seems pretty good, but may look lively out there, but look at all the hardship that they've suffered out there and all the closures. I still get people saying that, it's fairly dreadful out there. So no, I'm glad I didn't stay. At least I've come back from here. At least I made a little bit. I've been working, and I've made a little bit of money. Paul Knight, why didn't you have your PCR test at Exeter Airport? I don't live in Exeter. I'm flying from Heathrow. Martin Ryder got that cheeky red wine for me. Have a safe trip, fellow mongers. Okay, cheers to Martin Ryder. He's one of the most loyal commenters, and nice to hear from him. Nice to hear from Graham Johnson also. Brian Street, thank you for that super chat. I really, really, really do thank you for that. I have another super chat here. Thailand backpacker. The whole thing is a giant damn squib. No, there's a giant damn squib. Did I mention a damn squib or something? I can't even. I think I researched what a damn squib. The origins of that word. I can't remember what it was all about. Funny enough, but I think I did actually. Damon, yeah, Damon, thank you for that. Let's see, Damon. Good comment, Damon. Next year, Bangkok Airport will stop doing PCR tests. We will all have the glory hole test. Damon, I think I'd rather have a PCR test. I'm just not into that. Whatever that is, I'm just not into it at all. A super chat from somebody else, Pat Keys. Thank you, Pat Keys. Andrew Johnson. Andrew, I know I'm well miles and miles and miles behind with the chat here. I really, really am. But thanks for that super chat here, Andy. Hi, Eddie, leaving for Thailand for good early next year, mate. Good luck with your trip. I don't blame you. Andrew's got a lovely girlfriend. Andrew's a Facebook friend of mine. He's got a lovely girl. I would as well. Andrew. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Absolutely good for you. I am miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles behind with the super chat. Okay, Mark Oleg. Well, that's a really generous super chat. So I really cheers for that, Mark. Eddie, I was saving this, but here's your Christmas present. I hope it raises your spirits a bit during this bloody COVID Omicron. This anti-virus onion variant soap opera. Your friend from across the pond. Cheers, mate. Thank you, Mark. Okay, it's nice to be appreciated like that, mate. That was very, very generous. So, cheers to you. Hopefully, we can meet today. We'll meet sometime, some sunny day in a nice, Thailand climate. Let's hope we can all get out there. I'll put that one on the screen. There you go. Eddie was saving this, but here's your Christmas present. I hope it raises your spirits a bit during this bloody anti-virus onion variant soap opera. Your friend from across the pond. Cheers, Mark. Really do appreciate that. It's very kind of you. So, Rooster Booster, I reckon lockdown. 3rd or 4th of January. Have a guess when I'm flying out. Oh, God Almighty. Oh, God Almighty. Can't the announcement? No, I'm not. That's cool. That's selfish. We said, lock down a bit later than that while I'm out the bloody country. Lee James, what a vulgar comment! What a vulgar comment. Andrew Johnson, Eddie, you're welcome to visit me when I'm in Thailand for good next year. And Andrew, do you know something, Andrew? It's quite possible before long I might be joining you. I might be in Thailand. I might be retiring over there in the next couple of years. I still can't get my head around the simple. I still can't get my head around the situation right now. I mean, it's is it a time to even be thinking about retirement? You know what you do, mate. You've been out to Thailand. and had a great time for 3 months at a time, you know, the last couple of years, while the rest of us are just dithering and thinking about it. So full credit to you. Yeah, I'm thinking it could be time for me to think about retirement, but I want all this stuff sorted out. Yeah, you know, I really, really, really do, really do. Let's see, Bottle Baby, Sweet to Remember, Tintin. Okay, let's. Paul Hoskin, if only everything was as tight as a bar girl. Oh, okay. I can think of a few bloody people I know as tight as a bar girl. Mark, right, okay, Eddie. If I give you a free flight, where would you go? Mark, I go to Bangkok. I'd fly to Bangkok. That's where to fly. I've actually, you know, nice of you to offer, but I've already got a flight booked. It's there, and it looks like it's a good flight as well. Until it cancels. All flights are good until they cancel. Okay. Okay, Richard. Gregory Rasputin, Eddie's oblivious. Paul Hoskin, if you're having a massage, get it a cup. It makes it tighter for the set. So these are getting a bit vulgar now. These are getting a bit vulgar. Loosely Baron, Eddie, will you be visiting any bars that are owned by YouTubers? If I get out there, yeah, I will do. Yeah, I will. I will. I mean, I think, you know, if you're talking about Nick MDTDI, terrific. You know, terrific. His bar has been a real. His live streams, and when he did that, was it TFI Retired or whatever it was called? I really, really enjoyed that. And I have messaged Nick and I told him I really, really enjoyed that show. And then the lockdowns came in and things, went a bit pear-shaped out there. But yeah, I would like to visit Nick's bar. I really, really would. Nice to meet. Nice to meet. I think if we can get out there pretty soon, if we can all get out there, then I think it'll be a good feel-good factor. I think a lot of people would, want to shake hands with with others, and it would be a good feel-good factor. It'll be a lot of these guys back in the UK, America, Australia, who haven't been able to travel to Thailand for the last couple of years. It'll just be such a relief to get out there and start living life. I think it'll be a good feel. I think people who would normally not be very friendly towards each other would be more friendly to each other now. Let's all just get out there. Let's all, I'll be visiting, YouTubers' bars. I'll be visiting the next bar, definitely. Look forward to it. Carl Foster, bingo. Stephen O'Connor, off to work now. Last day before my 2 weeks hold. We'll be staying local and do my best to cheer up the girls before Ed comes out. Okay, good for you, mate. Good for you. So Steve O'Connor's a teacher in Phnom Penh. And have a great time. I wish he was there now, mate. I really, really wish I was there now. Hopefully, I will be there sometime in the new year. I live in hope. Have a great day, anyway, Stephen. Have a good, have a nice time off work as well. Enjoy yourself. I know I would. Steady Woodward. Steady, I'm going in January. Are you? I'll see you there, mate. I think I'm going. That's the answer. I think I'm going. Paul Hoskin, if we meet in a dirty massage salon, who gets first dibs? Do you know something? Do you know something? Since I started getting recognised I've been recognised in the most inopportune moments. I was outside one of my favourite massage parlours in Soy Honey, and I walked up and down and got all prepared and everything, and I seen all those lovely ladies there, but the one that I was looking for, one of my favourites, wasn't there. Well, a couple of my favourites, they weren't there, you see. And basically, I walked past it, and then I walked up Soy Chaipu, whatever, which used to be good. And then I walked back to Soy Honey. I thought, it's not good. And then, I just hovering about, for a moment. And I seen one of my favourite massage girls. I thought, I'm gonna pounce at the moment. I'm gonna. There's my favourite massage girl. Yeah, just she's talking to another girl. There she is there. And I was just to go back in there, and all of a sudden, I hear from behind me, I know you. You're off YouTube. It's Steady Eddie. The guy said there was a couple of mates. He said, it's Steady. It's off YouTube. This is Steady Eddie. God Almighty, mate. Not now. Some of the time. Some of the time. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've been recognized a couple of times going into those massage parlors. No one's actually filmed me yet. I wonder is anyone gonna make a video? If ever I get filmed going into a dirty massage parlor or coming out with grinning with like a Cheshire cat, with a Cheshire cat face. Is somebody gonna make a secret film me exposed Eddie Sweeney stepping out of a dirty massage parlor with a big Cheshire cat grin on his face? Is someone going to make a video like that? Go ahead. I don't bloody care. I think it's common knowledge by now that I do like dirty massages. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hope to hell they don't cancel the flight, but if they do get a refund this, do you know what? Do you know what, mate? Losing money is part of life. I'm not the only one. I've lost a bit of money. Not a game change. Not money that I couldn't earn back. But it's I've lost a little bit of money during all this pandemic rubbish. That's part of life. Well, let me put it this way. Let me just say this way. If a couple of weeks ago, I thought the gearbox was going to go on my car, an automatic Ford Mondeo, and I had it looked at, and I thought it's going to cost me a lot of money. Fortunately, the gearbox hadn't gone. It really needed topping up with oil. And it cost me 120 quid to have it topped up with oil. It's up and running again. But I was quoted for the new gearbox, it's only a reconditioned gearbox and the fitting and VAT and everything. £2,600. £2,600 for a bloody lump of metal. That's what I would have to pay for the new gearbox in my car. My car's essential to get to work. I mean, £2,600 for bloody a lump of metal. Cars can take more money out of your pocket than anything else. So that's I didn't have to pay that £2,600 because the gearbox is still in pretty good nick at the moment. But let me just tell you, anything that I've lost, any money that I've lost, missing flights or having flights cancelled or having hotels cancelled, anything I've lost during this pandemic is nowhere near what I would have to pay if the gearbox on my car went. So I'm not going to worry about it. Mark, right? I think Mark, Eddie. Jack, Eddie, you're as good as 60. You need to go. Absolutely. Let's see, Richie and Frank. I'm not. Carter, your government masters are never going to let things get back to normal. Okay. Bold as effort, just get out there. What's stopping yourself, lad? Well, what's stopped me is that my flight isn't for another couple of weeks yet. That's what stopped me right now. I'm worried. I'm realistic. I don't care if you say, you miserable bastard. You are depressing us. You are putting years on us with this last thing. I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm not afraid of bearing my emotions. I'm really not. I will bear my emotions. And I'm worried. I've got everything booked. I've paid for it all. It's basically it's all there in the bag. I'm worried. I mean, you go back a couple of years. If I was in the situation where I'd pay for my hotels, booked, hotels, flights, I would be on top of the world. I would be feeling positive. I would be looking forward. I'd be counting the days and all that. Right now, man, I'm just I'm miserable. Under the sun, just cancelled everything. I'm absolutely gutted. I'm currently home in UK, suffering with this effing antivirus. I've been hit by a bus and reversed over again. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck. My thoughts are with you. Good luck to you. Mike from Wales. Wish you were sitting next to you on that plane, Ed. I wish I was on the plane. I wouldn't mind you sitting next to me. I wish I was on the plane. I wish we were both on that plane, mate. This is a little bit interesting. Norse Viking. Forget about Asia for the time being, Eddie. South America's happening right now. Just side, Eddie. Well, the thing is, Norse Viking. Now, this crossed my mind. Another vlog, Club Fellas Inc. is in Brazil. He's been in Brazil for the last couple of weeks, and he's done some live streams from Rio de Janeiro, Copacabana Beach. He's done some live streams on Copacabana Beach, and I was thinking to myself, if Asia is out of the question and things go pear-shaped, then I wouldn't mind another visit to Brazil. But it looks to me like we won't be going any. There's a chance that we won't be. Us British people will not be going anywhere pretty soon. You look at the news in the last 2 days. It's dreadful. It's ominous. It's lockdown. I don't know. I think it's just round the corner. Let's see. Okay, I better. Mark Ryan lost money. Yeah, I've lost money, but not as much as the bloody gearbox on my car would cost me. Last time a gearbox in my car went, it was 10 years ago. I was £2,000 then. It was a Skoda Superb, lovely big car. It's the gearbox on it, gearbox, repair of gearbox, clutch, dual mass flywheel, and all this stuff. £2,000. I felt like walking off a bloody cliff. Who's that? Rusty Lid. Sell them on day. I'll move to Thailand and get a Honda Civic. If I lived in Thailand, I wouldn't have a car. I would love to live in a country where I felt that I simply didn't need a car. Thailand is such a country. All the bar buses and even the taxis in Bangkok are so cheap. I honestly wouldn't have a car. I just wouldn't have one. I'm gonna have to. If I come to the. If I come to the end, am I up to date with the chat for one? I've been waffling on for an hour and 22 minutes now. Amazingly simple live stream, amazingly miserable, probably the most miserable live stream that you've seen in a very, very, very long time. And this live stream comes from a guy who has booked a flight and all the other stuff to an exotic destination, and not a lot of exotic destinations, but some people go through lives even just dreaming about going to. I've got it booked. It's all booked. It's coming up in the next 2.5 weeks. And yet, look at the state of me. Look at the state of me. I never ever thought I'd have, have flights and all this stuff booked and, be in this bloody worried situation. I don't care if anyone. I don't care if anyone thinks I'm a miserable bugger. I really don't care. Big Fat Bestie, the travel walrus. BA cancelled all flights to Bangkok until October 2022. Okay, yeah. I mean, is that because they know something we don't, or is it because of other reasons? They've been out of action for so long, things have gone pear-shaped. It might be for other reasons, but it's nice to hear from you, Tom. Anyway, hopefully you'll be on this show again sometime, on another night. But it'll be, a Big Fat Bestie, the travel walrus. He's been on the show. It was a great live stream. Go back a couple of weeks and you will see him. Really interesting guy. And I was looking forward to meeting up with him in Thailand. It's not on the cards right now. Hopefully, Tom, you can get another flight booked, and hopefully, if the wind's in the right direction, we can all get out there. Tell Boy K, Eddie in Pattaya spent most of my money on women and beer. The rest I just wasted. Good for you, mate. Let's see. Brian Street, keep ranting and drinking, mate. Tomorrow's another day. Pee-wee, go Mexico. No jabs or tests needed. If the worst comes to the worst, I wouldn't mind that. I honestly wouldn't mind that. But are they going to close the airports in the UK airports before long? Because they did in the last lockdown. Let's see. Martin White, been in Rio 2 weeks now. Everything is open. The Brazilians just get on with things, having a great time. I'm here until March. But I have nothing but the highest regard for Brazil. I've spent months in Brazil. I love it. I love Rio and other places in Brazil as well. Up north, what's it called? What is it called? Place up north. Fortaleza. Fortaleza, that's the one. Yeah, lovely, terrific. Rio girls, terrific. You know, Sandra from the Amazon. Oh, my God. One of my legendary favourite ladies, Sandra from the Amazon. I swear it. She looked just like Mariah Carey. I promise you, she looked the image of Mariah Carey. I went to Brazil. I met Sandra from the Amazon. It looked like Mariah Carey. You know, a brief while later, after they come back to the UK, I had the TV on, and there was a Mariah Carey video on the TV playing. And when I looked at Mariah Carey, I looked at this lovely lady singing, and I thought, I know her. That's Sandra from the Amazon. Oh my God Almighty! Jesus Christ! Brazil's a great place, absolutely terrific. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go backwards in the chat here. Okay, Mark Hollig, are you signing off now, Mark? Good seeing you this evening, Eddie. Hope things will have to get better, we hope. Hopefully they will sooner rather than later. See you next time. Okay, cheers, Mark. What's is it evening? Is it early evening where you are? Have a great day, mate. Anyway, have a nice evening. Thanks for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. And I'd love to meet up with you and some of the other guys out in Thailand. You know, when the time is right, I really would. Cheers, mate. I feel the same, Eddie. Jack, Eddie, Effie, you are Edward Sweeney. Do you know what, Jack? I hate that name. I hate Edwards. I hate that. That's the way I write my name. But yeah, I bloody hate it. It's Eddie. Steady Eddie. That's what it is. Both as ever. Apparently on New Year's Day will be open until 1 a.m. It'll be a box party. Okay, Wanderer 299. There is a bill in the Senate to change it. Well, whatever. Brendan Gill, Ed, show you at the stage of celebrity when one of your loving mechanic will do a cheap repair. Oh, do you know something? Okay. What I don't understand, where I live, in the area where I live, right? There is probably about 100 garages scattered out all the way around this area where I live. Probably 100 garages. There's probably 1,000 mechanics scattered around this area where I live. And yet, you know what? There's only one bloody place, up a shady back street somewhere that will actually do a gearbox. Only one place. Even the other garages, they go to this one shady little place. Apparently, it's a specialized thing, gearboxes. You know, you go to all these other garages, and they can be great. You know, you can be a good cut. As soon as you mention the word gearbox, they don't want to know. One mechanic told me they simply don't have the tools for the gearbox. I can't believe, out of 100 garages, there's only one that actually specializes in gearboxes. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Yeah, Bazooki, yeah. There's still 426 people in the chat, so I've been on for 1.5 hours. The most miserable. Go and tell your friends out there. Go and tell them to watch this video. This is the most miserable bastard, the most depressing live stream that you've ever seen. And so, if it's the most anything, you need to see it. Okay, Bazooki Yana. Eddie, the government can't afford another lockdown, but Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor, has cut short his trip to California to come back to the UK. Something's going to happen. Yeah. I agree. I'm going to go back in this chat. Let's see. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. This has been quite a successful live stream. This with the number of people. I think if you go back at a year or so, about a year, I was regularly getting over 500 people in the chat, and I did peak at over 600 once. But this is nice. This is a simple live stream. It's nothing fancy. There's no gimmicks. There's no Roger or Dodger or anything like that. I'm not even having any guests on this live stream, but it's important because it shows me that a lot of people are in the same boat. People have booked flights and they're in the same boat. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I would like to do. Let's get up to date with the chat before I go. Let's have a little teensy weensy bit. I can do a poll here, but I think I'll just ask people this question. I'll just ask this question: who thinks that in the next couple of weeks? Andrew Johnson, take care, mate. Thanks, great to hear from you. Cheers, Andrew. Really, really great to hear from you, mate. Just let's have a little bit of a poll, right? Who thinks that there will be they will shut down the airports in the UK in the next couple of weeks? Who thinks so? Yes or no? Yes, they will shut the airports down, and we won't be going anywhere. Or no, they won't shut the airports down in the next couple of weeks. Uzi. Mike from Wales, nope. Rupert, Devil's I am Sparta. Yeah, okay, we're getting an equal amount of yeah. No, I think they know. I think they know that they're going too fast for me. But I think most people think that they won't. They did in the last lockdowns. But most people, some people say yes. I don't actually know. They know the numbers. QTVille, essential travel only. Joe Pinnell says no. Bobby Cruz says big knockers. Okay, yeah, whatever. Manny Sarvin, flying to India. Good luck to you, mate. Kipak's a doubter. No. So everyone's saying, well, this is uplifting because everyone's saying no. Well, not everyone. No, most people are saying no. They won't shut the airports down. Brian Hudson, the no's have it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, the seems the no's have it. I'm glad that you people think that way. That's good. That's good. Maybe I'm the one who's being a little bit melodramatic here. Maybe you're right, and I'm wrong to be worrying in this way. But the no's seem to have it. Most people there seem to think that the airports won't be shut down, and I could well be on that flight, and we could be on those flights coming up in the next couple of weeks or early next month. Okay. Yeah. So most they've stopped people. They've stopped people flying, mate. They've stopped people flying out. Ian Bowden, if they do, I'll be on furlough again, Eddie. I work at Heathrow. Oh, good Jesus. Say hello if you see me there, mate. Nice to hear from you, Ian. Okay. Well, anything can happen. I mean, they could stop people from. They could stop us from flying out. Thailand could put us on the red list. Anything can happen. Okay. Listen, there's still 400 people in the chat here, so I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Okay. I've been waffling on for an hour and 34 minutes. It's been. I'm not going to make any apologies for worrying and being a miserable bastard, which I clearly have been throughout this. But all I'm saying is that I've got everything sorted. I've paid my money. I've had me jabs. I've done what I'm supposed to be, and I'm hoping to be on that flight to Bangkok in the next couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks time. Okay. Listen, I'm going to say good night now. everyone, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that the onion variant doesn't get out of hand. I should be back next week. Another live stream. I'll just say thanks for I'll just say thanks for watching. Miserable steady. Okay. Let's say good night. Okay, good night, everybody. Thanks for the super chats. Really appreciate that. Have a lovely weekend, guys. Let's keep thinking positive if we can, and I'll see you pretty soon. Okay, cheers.